This is the craziest stuff ever. So I get a phone call from this guy, Kimbo Jr. Now, before I got the phone call, I had told AJ McKee, which is my son, I said, hey, AJ, we're getting ready to get a big name guy, but I don't know who he is because we lost Bubba Jenkins. We lost him. And so the popularity, we don't get a lot of reporters. We don't get a lot of people coming here to put us out. This is kind of like the school of hard knocks, but we're the ones putting in the most work. You know what I mean? We're starting to get highly recognized, and as well as me as a coach, they're starting to realize that I'm taking this shit serious. So anyway, long story short, I get this call about Slice coming on the train. So I'm like, okay, I've been already warned. Slice comes in, we have a great conversation, very spiritual. We talk about some things, and everything was good. And I'm like, okay, get down here. Let's get the training. Let's see how he does. Got down here, and it was like, oh, boy. This guy's just straight, raw talent. Hits hard, athletic, smart. Got a personality that's, different than what it would look like because he's still himself. So as we continue talking, I like to think on things a lot. I like to go home and meditate, pray, so have you. So I was thinking, let me go home and just kind of process this because I didn't have a real connection with him at that point. So I went home, I laid in the bed, 2 or 3 days goes by, and I remember talking to Slice, and I said, Slice, I knew you were coming, but how did you know that you wanted to be here? Because I knew there was a name, but I didn't know who. And he told me, and I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. And then I said, it's funny because I'm a very spiritual man. There's all kinds of religions. I try to stay away from religions. I try to stay focused on the spirituality and that the creator of one. You can call him Allah, Yahweh, Yeshua. I'm not into the name. I'm into the relationship and the energy for those who don't believe in it. I said it's weird because I was told that I would be like a father figure to Slice. Now, here's a man that I don't know and I'm telling him this. Within a couple of conversations, we got closer, but it was like I already knew who he was. And it was crazy because we just had such a strong chemistry, but more importantly than anything, I started to feel like I was connected to his father, which I met a couple of times, but I didn't meet him to where we could exchange enough information where I would have known what I'd known. So now I'm really freaking out because as I'm talking to him, I'm like, well, you know what? I don't want to tell him what's spiritually going on with me. I don't want him to think I'm crazy. So I said, what's your relationship with your father? And he's like, oh, yeah, me and my dad, we're good. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, great. I couldn't figure out where this father figure was coming from. Man, I swear, within, what was it, Slice?
What, a week? Not even? A week. Maybe I came that Monday.
Okay.
And then we talked. That's when, I was sleeping on the couch. And that's when you asked me, you said, you're right. I remember you asking me what my relationship was with my dad. And
now, you know why I did that?
Right now
because,
I know.
Because spiritually, I was being told I'm going to be a father figure.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, let me ask him what's his relationship with his father because this is what's being downloaded to me. And this is some freaky shit, okay?
For sure.
First of all, why would I want to be a father figure to a man that has a dad?
Right, yeah.
So this was all done at the same time. So there was no later it all makes sense.
Right.
So anyway, he tells me, yeah, my father, we're good. We got a great relationship. Within a week, his father passes away.
Right.
I had no idea what his father's issues were. I didn't know that his father was ill. But anyway, his father passes away. I'm freaking out. I'm like, whoa, did I just kind of manifest this man's father's death? So I didn't even want to talk to Slice. I was like, you know what, I ain't got nothing to say because I'm kind of scared. Slice took about 2 or 3 days. He stayed in his room, didn't come out. He's all, he's pretty quiet person.
I thought it was a storm. I ain't gonna lie. The day of, it was like raining. The rain was hitting my window, the wind. So I'm like, all right, there's no point of even going outside if it's raining and stuff. So I might as well just chill in the house. So, I stayed in the house for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, got right mentally. And then, I finally came out to the gym and I talked to Coach, everybody.
You remember what you said?
No, I don't remember.
You said, Coach. I said, what? He was like, I'm good. I said, yeah, you good? So I was scared to talk to him at that point. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I spent some time talking to my father and I know what I got to do.
Yeah.
And from that point, I had to look at things different spiritually. I was like, holy shit, did this just really happen?
Yeah.
Is this a coincidence? Well, I've had a lot of coincidences in my life, and you get to a point in life where it's not a coincidence anymore. You have to take accountability, responsibility for what's going on, because obviously there's something, because you can't keep having the same coincidences over and over and over. So I've always been real spiritual, just acting out, doing things the wrong way. Well, because of Kimbo Jr., I decided to do things a little different now. I started to I want to reach into the spiritual realm and kind of talk about what's up with this, because you can't touch it, you can't see it, you can't. It's like you can only feel it.
You feel right.
You know what I mean? It's a feeling, and then it's subconscious stuff. So that happened. We're training. We're going at it. We're doing what we got to do. Everything's good. And later on, we'll get into some more detailed stuff about spirituality, because I really want to talk on this podcast. This isn't just about MMA. This is about life, everything, just keeping it real. Cut out the bullshit. Let's talk the real stuff. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. There's a lot of talk shows that wouldn't bring me on. They felt I was out of control. It's not that I'm out of control. I'm going to back you up against the wall, and I'm going to hit you with truth and facts.
Keep it real.
People don't like that. They want to jump around and, wing their way in and play games. This ain't about games. I want to change lives with a real podcast that makes fucking sense. It's real simple.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to piss a lot of people off. Maybe I won't get the support. Maybe they'll blackball it. Maybe they won't even let me get on air. But at the end of the day, the people that do follow, what you will get is an experience out of communicating on this podcast, advertising, whatever it is, because I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the relationship with the fans, with the people, and with people who are on the other side. To me, I don't see color. But it's unfortunately that there is no true positive role model, influence, life coach, business owner, entrepreneur, black man that's talking the truth, that didn't sell drugs, that didn't do it illegally, did it straight legal. And now you see the repercussions of that. You see I have a son, I have a great team, I've trained the greatest fighters in the world, from Rampage, Chuck Liddell. So obviously I'm doing something right when the best is coming. Not to get off track, because I can talk all night long. So, Mr. Slice, my brother, where do you see yourself 2 years from now in the sport of mixed martial arts? And then after mixed martial arts, where do you see yourself as a person?
In the sport, I definitely, see myself as a top contender, just because now I understand, hard work. When I first got here, I didn't work hard. I was lazy, smoking, and
Wait, smoking what?
Smoking weed.
Oh man, don't say weed around me, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, man, it's bad though. I feel like if you're an MMA fighter, you shouldn't smoke weed at all, man. It slows you down. It slows down your timing, and you won't be able to pull the trigger. And that happened in my first fight. I wasn't stopping. I was just slowed down for the fight, and I wasn't able to, get off my punches. So yeah, I wasn't a hard worker, and smoking, and I don't know. I had to learn, I was learning. And now, all that changed. I stopped smoking, and I work hard now. I'm pushing myself. There's no giving up. And I have power, too. I have knockout power. So if I could just work hard and do everything right, I feel like no one would be able to stop me. And I have the best team around me with AJ, Joey. We got Jason Manley for jiu-jitsu, Joey for the wrestling, you keeping the stand-up sharp. I mean, all of us are going to be top contenders, not just me. I think the whole team that's taking it serious, we're going to be, top contenders. And I think I'm trying to beat the knockout record for Bellator. That's my goal now, is to get that knockout record.
When's your next fight? What you got going?
It'll be in November. My next fight will be in November. My last fight, I actually tore my ACL. It was complete tear, but I had great doctors that fixed it, and I have a whole team behind me now. And I'm getting better. I start my camp in June, July, and I'll be ready in November. And you guys gonna see a brand new Slice,
I want to thank you guys for keeping it real with Antonio McKee.